Hey y'all, it's Foxy Nay, and this is my channel, Essence of a Goddess. And I just wanted to come to y'all and just talk about some things. It's gonna be random. It's not gonna be anything in particular. I'm gonna talk with the ladies, and it's about males, you know, men and boys. Niggas, whatever you want to call them, they're going to come in and out of your life. It's just a matter of the ones that you let in. I'm not going to say the ones you let out, because you're not always going to let that person out of your life. Well, it's your choice to let that person out of your life. You can always choose to be friends with somebody, but those are just those people that you can't be friends with. If you are madly, deeply in love with this person, once that person through thick and thin, that person's been with you through thick and thin, I just went through it all. You probably can't be friends with that person. No matter how many times you say it, no matter how many times you act like you can't be friends with that person. Because deep down inside, every time you see that person talking to someone, a little piece of you inside is going to die. But then again, those are those people that you can date, and you can also be friends with them. Because I'm friends with pretty much all of my exes, except for maybe one. Because me and my exes never end on bad terms. You know, you may have your argument about, oh, I hate you, this, that, well, you did this. But at the end of the day, there's no reason for you not to be able to say, okay, you know what, we can have a talk like adults. You know, I did this, you did that. I may have needed to work on this, and you needed to work on that, but we didn't do it. And if you want to give it a second shot, go ahead. Sometimes it takes 30 shots. Because I know the person I'm with right now, we've broken up and got back together 1,000,001 times. But at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is. I've said so many times that, you know, if I break up with you again, I'm never going to get back with you again. Don't talk to me, I hate you, I want you dead. Different things like that. But another thing you need to learn is you need to watch what you say. Because if you speak it, it will be. Eventually, if you speak it enough, it will be. But that's a whole nother thing. But yeah, the person I'm with right now, I'm happy with. But when we first started dating, about 2.5 years ago, it was something I wasn't really used to. Now, mind you, I've had boyfriends before, but none like him. Like, he would call me all the time. He would text me all the time. You know, and if you're not used to that, that'll be different for you. It'll be annoying. You're like, oh, this dude is texting me again. Oh, she's texting me again. Oh, he's calling again. Oh, she's calling again. And you're going to get, like, annoyed. Because I was annoyed. And I would talk to him about it. But he just loved me so much. That's what he did. He would call me all the time. And if I didn't call him, it's not going to be like a problem. You didn't answer my calls. It'll be like, what were you doing? I called you. I was worried about you. And I would get, like, annoyed. I'm like, I took a shower. I didn't answer your call. You called me 3 times in 5 minutes. I'm sorry. But we talked about I broke up with him because of it. And right now where we're at, like I've been told, when you open Pandora's box, you can't always close it. Now I miss that. You know, call me all the time, every day, text me 24/7, da-da-da this. You know, you might say you want something, but you really don't want it. But there's always a happy medium. I never claimed I'm perfect. I'm the furthest person from perfect that you will ever know. Just because it's pretty on the outside doesn't mean it's pretty on the inside. You know? And flip-flops, same thing. But at the same time, you know, if you really and truly love someone, and that person really and truly loves you, and you all really and truly want to be together and make things work, then that's great for you all. You need to really be adults about things. You really need to sit down and talk. If you all are having an argument, you need to talk about it. Like, arguing is good for the relationship. I don't really honestly think you can have a relationship without arguing. Because it's always going to end up with breakup. That's probably why me and the person I'm with right now always used to break up. Because every time we had the slightest argument, you know, everything is going wrong, I can't be with you. I'm like, okay, you know, turn the page again, break up, make up, break up, make up. But there was another person I was dating. We can sit there and argue for 30, 45 minutes. But I love you, baby. I love you too, sweetheart. It was that. And we moving on. you know, but you can't do that with everybody. You're just going to have to find that person that you're going to be able to do that with. But, like I say, it is what it is. You're just going to have to really... Now, on the other hand, a dude, you don't need a person. You don't need that significant other 24/7. Now, mind you, I have not been without someone longer than 2 days, probably. In the past 3 years, probably. That's probably the longest I've been without someone. A week, maybe. The longest, maybe a week. Now, that's not meaning I'm desperate for a relationship. That just means that I'm a very sweet person, and it's hard for me to tell someone no, especially when they're really begging me, because there's been a lot of people that really have begged me and wore me down to date them, and I'm just like, okay, yes. But then again, those relationships probably come out really well, because I've never had one of those, the shortest relationship I had was 4 months, and that's pretty decent. But I've never had one of those 1 week, 2 week relationships. I never understood that. You know, when you talk to somebody and when you're with somebody, you can really sense in that person how long you guys can be together. If you talking to someone for 2 days and you get with them, that's a no-no, baby. A no-no. You don't know anything about that person. But, yeah. It's just a lot of random things I was saying. But, I'm going to have another one, a video coming up next about speaking it. Love you.